Alright, all you Redmi Note 10 Pro and Pro Max users out there is a new update coming your way known as 13.0.7. This is going to be for the Indian devices and it's a little exciting because there are a few changes and a few things which are better. So in today's video, we're going to do a quick review of this particular update. There will be a long-term review when the official final comes out because this is still a beta. So before we get into the details, if you haven't already, please subscribe because it doesn't cost you anything and it really motivates us to make amazing content like this. Now without further ado, hello awesome people, welcome to PhoneOps. My name is Kailash. Let's get going. Alright, so first things first, let's see here. Let's actually go to settings and let's go to about phone. Now, as you can see, this is 13.0.7 stable is what it says. Optimized system performance and improved system security and stability. That's all they say. Now, I do agree on the security part because this right here comes with Android 12, but more importantly, it comes with the October security patch, which is the latest. Now, we are still on the 12th of October and getting an October security update so soon from Xiaomi is really good. Now remember, this is a beta update, so if you're on a locked bootloader, you will not be able to install it. But if you are with TWRP and you want to try it, I will leave a link in the description so you can download the full ROM and flash it. Make sure you do a clean flash to get the best experience. Now, since yesterday I've been testing this, I've tried charging, discharging, and the detailed review will come at a later stage when this starts rolling out to everyone. By then I will use it and test it, gaming and all those things. But we do have interesting things like the minor changes that are there in this update and what are the benchmark numbers and what they exactly look like. Now, apart from the October security update, if you go to the main settings option, you go to security status, you will see that Google Play's system update is now available as well. So it says restart now to update. So when you restart, it will change from January to September. I know it is not October, but I would recommend you to go ahead and update the Google Play system update as well. Now, apart from this, if you ask me, in the settings menu per se, there are not many changes here. Everything is still the same old. Wi-Fi connection sharing, always on display. Everything is exactly the same. So there are no new features that are introduced over here. Even in display, you have everything similar to what it was earlier, right? But the moment you go to the main screen and you start using this ROM, you will notice that this update is much smoother compared to earlier. And when you keep it on 120 Hz refresh rate, the transition of different refresh rates is 60 to 120 is much smoother now. To the left, of course, you have App Vault. You still don't have the global app vault or the Chinese app vault per se, and you still cannot go ahead and add any of these widgets to the home screen. It just allows you to add it to the app vault. So that is something that we would have loved to see. Another thing that is missing over here is we still have the old control center. We don't really have the new control center, the one which was supplied with MIUI 13 and the one which is still not given to Redmi Note 10 Pro users. I really don't know because there are other devices from Xiaomi, Redmi and Poco who have received this particular update. Now, talking about system applications, Google Dialer still has the old system UI. Google Messaging still has the old system UI. Not much has changed there. But if you go to the security APK, you will notice that the security version has been bumped up to 7.1.0 for the stable channel. Now, this definitely means that there are some things that have changed. No major UI changes, but it can mean you might get slightly better battery life. Overnight, when I was not using the device, in about 6 hours of standby, I did not lose more than 1% of battery while I was on Wi-Fi. So that definitely indicates that there is a significant improvement as far as the battery backup is concerned. Now, this device right here comes with a Snapdragon 732, be it the Redmi Note 10 Pro or the Pro Max, and yeah, that's a pretty good processor as far as battery backup is concerned. Now, moving on the home screen, there's not much that has changed. Even if you go to, say, the home screen settings, you have gestures, relaxed animations over here, App Vault or Google Feed. You can choose to use any one of these. So not much has changed even in the launcher, but the launcher is more unified now. The settings take action much more quicker, and even the Google Feed, after the initial load, it is running butter smooth as ever. So yes, they are definitely making changes to the security update, but it's good to see that even after more than a year that this device was launched, it is getting some optimizations, and it is good to see on Xiaomi's part that they are actually improving things. Now, talking about the camera application, there is not much that has changed. neither has the clarity improved. All the previous options are still available and they are working absolutely fine. So as far as the camera UI is concerned, the new document mode is still not present. You just get, the old document mode, and as you can see, you can add a watermark to your documents and stuff. So those things are present and they work absolutely fine. But apart from this, if you ask me what are the benchmark numbers like, how do they exactly look? So let's talk about Antutu, Geekbench and CPU throttling test. So first things first, let's actually have a look at Antutu benchmark over here. I was a little disappointed because I patiently waited for more than an hour for this device to cool down. I removed it out of the case and then I ran this benchmark, but I still noticed 327, 486. There was this other time when I noticed 350,000 as the score. So it's up and down, but yes, the performance improvement is definitely there. The battery dropped by 3% and the temperature increased by 6.1 degrees Celsius. So nothing major that has changed over here. Even if you go to the gallery application, you will notice that things are absolutely similar. You do get the newer gallery UI, and the throttling test was not that great even after adding it to game turbo and enabling the performance mode. The CPU did throttle to 74%. Now I've tried this 2 to 3 times. Our ambient temperature right now, the weather is 28 to 29 degrees Celsius, and I did allow the device to cool down. Now, all of these tests on all the devices that I run, especially the CPU throttle test or Antutu or Geekbench, are done when the battery is at 30%, which is a pretty standard environment. So you get an average score of 138.83 GIPS and a maximum score of 146.730 GIPS. Now, apart from this, if we talk about Geekbench here, which will give you the result for single core and multi-core, and as you can see, every time I'm launching an app, Geekbench or any other app, the game turbo is enabled. 522 single core and 1593 multi-core. So all in all, if you ask me, this update is no deal breaker. It's definitely something you should upgrade to, and the benchmarks are decent. The battery backup is splendid. The overall UI smoothness is great. And if you are an unlocked bootloader, might as well give it a try. But for other people, for normal users, what I would recommend is hold on. Even if you get this update, wait for my complete review, because there are a lot of Redmi Note 10 Pros and Pro Maxes which are having dead cameras. Although Xiaomi have clarified that they will repair the devices for free, but there are some conditions to that. So all in all, pretty decent update coming your way for these devices. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about this video. Until the next one, this is Kailash signing off at PhoneOps. Keep smiling. Take care. Goodbye.